set for kickoff here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens.
Hello? Yeah. No.
Cairo Santos set for the opening kick. And we're underway from the bank. DeJounte Western to return it. Things going well so far. All right, some good work on that one back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
Yeah, I just put some coffee on it.
Taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I just put it on.
Plus, before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket. And as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Jackson keeping it himself. This is ahead for about 5. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Hill now from the gun. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Baltimore Ravens.
He's going to keep this one. Makes the tackle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
A designed run. Jackson keeping it. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Flowers will go in motion left. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing else to be found outside of that. So 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
They need a good Jackson now, 3rd and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Is Tyler Lee now on for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extended and creating plays. And then oftentimes, Kate Wright just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. You get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On play action, Williams finds his man over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponent starts the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't see it all.
First down, here's Swift. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Williams with a quick pass out wide. This one doesn't get much, down to the 41. TJ Tampa there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Bears first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. If you get explosive plays, those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Williams off the play fake. That one hits the ground incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. Now back him up.
Still first down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Williams. Running in the red zone. Connects on the crosser. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Western on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to.
23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
A run like that, Cat, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who are going to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strength, and try to knock them backwards.
Just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pick up a 12 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Out of the gun, Henry. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. This play gets down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and just 2 to go. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. So Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Fielded at the 11. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 25 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop his hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those.
40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. So that's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
There's a dive up the middle. And they try getting creative, but the creativity not rewarded here. Doesn't get him anything. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. One in behind center with Swift. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Wester on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Line down the middle with Henry. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Jackson now on third. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Now, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bears and Luther Burden making their return to the field. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and
Simply
10.
put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 now from the 46. On play action, here's Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Williams going to run with it. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
12 more yards. That's another Bears 1st down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he's going to work it to the 20. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
We always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Flowers now to return it. Shoots away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
27-yard line.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8. So we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. He finds Bateman on the slant. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down. Here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Right back to Flowers they go. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 8.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Jackson keeping it himself. On the move, past the 40. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Well, you really see the quarterback change here, don't you, Kate? From a quarterback to a running back as soon as he gets to the open space. Once he kept the ball and got beyond the line, his athleticism took over, and he pulled away to rip off a huge chunk yard run.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a one-score game before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game.
17, Ravens 14.
he's set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Khalif Raymond to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Odunze's got it right side. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. To throw is Williams. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
The Ravens offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill in the Bears territory. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Now it's Lamar. Now here he goes. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st down from the 42. Jackson throwing here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He'll try and run this. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Gonna need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
3rd and 2. Williams has his man caught by Odunze. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romadunze touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 14.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Flowers now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, Jackson. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. This is Henry on 2nd. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Andrews has it. Working downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from the 32. Now it's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. He finds space into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Catch is made in close. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the 2nd half with some needed points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game.
21.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bears sent Roma Dunze headed back out on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Bears 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They are on the counter with Swift. A lot of space ahead. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, and head the other way for a big run.
First down, they're sticking with Swift. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Williams. Pass brought in by Burton. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's another Bears first down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Bears first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Small pass, big results. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him and play an add-on with those yards.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
A gain of 6. That's good.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Complete on the option. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
31. Ravens 21.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Flowers now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens send Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd down now. They need 7. They send the tight end in motion left. Play action now with Jackson. He'll step up, and there he goes. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And he falls on his own miscue, and that sets him up with a 1st down.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Running back sent in motion. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And again, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Completed over the middle. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 6.
You know, before the snap, you know.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th.
Bears 31, Ravens 28.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Williams to throw on first. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Now a give to Swift. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. And this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens down by only 3. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll get it up to the 27. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Back to throw. Andrews has it, working the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Finds his man over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He's back. Derrick Henry was the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson keeping it himself. He's still going at the 30. He stopped just shy of that 1st down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming. A timeout now with 5 seconds left on the clock, and they're in position to force overtime here with a field goal.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left, and after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This to set up overtime. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. This to win the game. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. The kick is good. He got it. And the 3rd time he puts it through will be the charm. They won it. So the Bears take this one on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Baltimore.